welcome back. I know I have another LOL doll, and I didn't realize until I saw her in stores and I purchased her for a review and for my collection that I had posted 2 LOL doll reviews in a row already. Sorry. I feel like they're just the ones that are releasing that I can find in my stores personally. And I was just really excited about her, and I literally didn't even think. I saw her on the shelf and purchased her. So we're gonna review another LOL doll today. This time it is an OMG instead of a tweens, so hopefully that's a little bit of difference for you. I will be trying to switch it up more in the future, like I have some other stuff planned. This is just how this happened, okay? So we're just gonna roll with it. So, today we've got Sunset from the Travel line. I keep wanting to call her like Sunset Girl or something. I feel like normally LOL OMG dolls have like a 2-part name. Like the other people in this line are City Babe and Fly Girl. But this is just Sunset. That's okay though. I love this doll. She is absolutely my favorite design from this line, which is funny because I feel like she's not most people's. I know everyone loves Fly Girl, and I also get it. I understand that the like flight attendant outfit, first of all, is just something cool and a little bit different. Second of all, I get that it's a Britney Spears reference, and we love that. However, personally, I just don't really feel a draw to have a flight attendant doll in my collection. That's not to, like, say that her design is bad or anything like that. I don't know. She just... I saw her and was like, that's a really cool doll for someone else. Sunset, however, she's a doll for me. So, obviously, front of the box. This is kind of an older style OMG box where you can't see the doll, so here's to hoping I got a good one. The side has got her name, but like there's the open tab, so you can't really see that yet. And then the back has a little bit of artwork for the other characters, and then a little bit of talk of travel. Very excited. So, since you can't actually see her, I better get her out of box. I'm going to do that off screen real quick. And then we'll take a look at her and all of her surprises and everything in just a moment. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I know this isn't the view that you guys expected, and we're gonna get there in a second because I do still want to like take her out of box off screen just because it takes me forever so we can actually review her. But like, look at this spread. Oh my god. This is such a beautiful box. I am not an inbox collector. However, if I was, this display, beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I already love it. Okay, sorry, I am gonna go ahead and like actually get into her, but I just wanted to share that with you guys. This is incredible. Okay, we're actually here. Sorry, I got past my excitement about the box. Now we can actually look at Sunset and everything that she comes with. She, of course, has a stand, blue, and a couple of extra stand attachments, and then a pink OMG brush. And then she has a little passport since she's a travel doll. Very, very cute. Little tickets printed on the back. And then on the inside, it says, "It's the tropical vibes for me, shades on, music up, chill out, and party on," with obviously a picture of her. Super cute, love it. And then we have her surprises, of course. First one. This was not the most effective way to get into this bag. I don't know why I picked this. Okay, so this is kind of like, I don't know what you would call this. It's not really a robe. I feel like it would, in America, be like called a kimono, but I obviously understand that that's not what a kimono actually is. I don't know. I'm gonna call it a robe for the sake of not wanting to call it a kimono, but it is super cute. I love the fringe on the sleeves, and then on the bottom, we've got a functioning tie here, I believe. Yes, if I pull the right string. Functioning tie to close it. The fabric is kind of sheer there with the little metallic flower print. Super cute, and of course, the little hanger. And then we have, let's see. Ooh, that ripped a lot further than I thought it would. Why did they need such a big bag for just her glasses? Okay. I mean, I guess I won't ask questions. These are her sunglasses. Pink. Gold kind of rims to them. Cute. Like it. I like the color scheme. I'm glad that the gold isn't like bleeding onto the pink lens or anything like that, so that's nice. And then, okay. So she comes with this suitcase, right? which is cute in and of itself. The print is very colorful, which I love. We've got a lot of details in the painting on the sides and stuff. The wheels don't actually roll, but the handle does retract. So that's a fun little detail that I actually wasn't expecting. And maybe when you open it up, there's more surprises in here, which packaging-wise, I just thought was like a fun way to package the extra surprises. I don't know. That's like a very small thing for me to be excited about, but it is something I was excited about. So we have more surprises to look at. Oh my god, okay, hold on. I just dropped like 3 things. Okay, we're okay. I didn't lose anything. This, oh my god. Okay, travel pillow, cat ears, so already I love it. It's not jelly, like it's definitely not like a liquid-filled thing that would be any sort of hazard for young kids to be playing with. But it is slightly squishy, and it is taking every ounce of my willpower to not bite on this right now, because it feels like it would be heavenly in my mouth. Is that a rational reaction? Probably not, but it definitely is mine. Aside from the wanting to eat it, it is extremely cute. So take that away. Don't take away the trying to eat plastic. She does have a little bracelet here. Mine seems to be slightly deformed. Probably just from the way it was sitting. It's not broken or anything. Like, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna look fine on her, so I'm not worried about it, but it is just something to note. And then the other thing that exploded out of that bag was her little peace sign earrings. The kind of gold stud look matches her glasses, so I love the tie-in there. I'm not a huge peace sign person, but I get what they're going for with, like, the relaxing, chill vibes. I understand. And the last thing, I'm afraid now to open it and, like, have more just fly out. I don't want to miss anything. Oh, wow. I am really glad I was so careful. That's awesome. These are her hair beads. I'm keeping them in the tissue for now so that I don't lose them. But I saw on the box art that she had, like, little beads in her hair, which I was super excited for. I think that that looks so cute. And I didn't see them on the doll when I first opened her, so I was like, oh, is that just part of the art? They don't actually have that? I love that they packaged these. First of all, it lets me put them where I want them, so that's an extra, like, personalization that I can do. It's more styling fun that I can play with. But just the fact that they actually exist, and they're not even, like, stuck or molded into the hair somehow. They're literal little baby beads that I get to put. That is awesome. I love that. Cannot even express how much I love that. Sunset. Okay, wow. We're off to a great start, I feel. As per usual, I'm going to be starting with her hair. She's got little baby hairs painted on. Super, super cute. Her braids are long and, like, I don't know how well you'll be able to hear that, but they have a great sound to them. I love her bun at the top of her head. That is so cute. And the couple of braids up towards the front that have, wow, if it'll focus, kind of the gold woven through, I think is absolutely gorgeous. It's such a pretty style. I think that braids are so, so beautiful. I love having dolls that have braids. Then when it comes to her face, I'm obsessed with this, like, faded graphic eyeliner, or blended, that's probably a better word. Gradient. That's the one that I want. Wow, it is very early today. I'm filming a lot earlier than I usually do, so, like, if I sound a little out of it, that might be why. But she's got this gorgeous gradient eyeliner with, of course, sunset colors, because what other colors would you have? I love it. It's so beautiful. And then the bright, bright pink lip. It's just so stunning. Oh my god. For her shirt, she's got 2. So she's got kind of this bell sleeve tie, like wrap sort of overshirt. And then underneath, I guess I could take this off. There we go. It's more of like a bikini top. I don't know if it's intended to explicitly be a bikini top, but that's what it looks like. Unfortunately, one of my studs did definitely just come off. So I'm gonna have to try to glue that later, which is gonna be a fun endeavor. Other than that, it looks pretty nice quality. Like, we've got a lot of stitching, a few different fabrics on there, but I am very, very gently gonna place that to the side and try not to lose it so that I can fix that later today. that was less of a good start. I will say too, she does have, if you kind of pull her pants down, molded on, or just painted on, I should say, blue bottoms that match the top, kind of, but they definitely aren't fabric. So if this is supposed to be like a bikini top or a swimsuit top, she does not have the bottoms to match. It doesn't really matter for my purposes because I'm just gonna display her with her full outfit on, but I feel like that's important to note that she does have something that to me looks more like a swimsuit top, but no swimsuit bottoms. However, she does have a little like stretched skirt that matches her yellow top. I really like this fabric. It's kind of like smooth. It's very thin and lightweight. I think it flows nicely, and I think the pattern is really, really cute. Then we have these fishnets for her. I would say they're like an off-white, but I'm not sure how much the camera is going to pick up the shimmer. They definitely have like a gold shimmer to them, which is absolutely beautiful. I really like these. I'm a sucker for any sort of fishnets, so that was pretty easy. The shoes are probably my least favorite part of this doll. They're not awful. I just think they're not as creative as some LOL shoes have been, and also like the laces aren't painted separate from the main body of the boot, which is a nitpick. Yes, I understand that. However, given the quality that we've seen in like even my last couple of LOL tween reviews, it's just an extra detail that I would have liked to have seen, because we have the eyelets painted separately. So I would have liked to have seen the string, like the laces, painted separately also. It is, again, a very small thing. It's not like I think this is a terrible doll because of that. I just think I'm a little less enthused with her shoes than I am with, like, everything else about her. So, that's gonna be everything for Sunset. How are you guys feeling? I feel like my LOL dolls are kind of more costumey or very thematic fashion pieces, whereas this is a lot more of a chill vibe. Obviously, she's still very fashionable, but it's just, like, calmer. So that's a little bit different for me, but I kind of like it. I kind of like the less dramatic, I guess, design of her. Everything's a little bit more flowy. I feel like there are less detailed pieces, but not in a way that makes me feel like it's a quality issue. It's just, she's designed to be relaxing. So I'm a big fan, but definitely let me know how you guys are feeling, and let me know if you guys are getting any of the other girls from the World Travel line. But yeah, that's going to be all for me today. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day or your night or whatever it might be, and I'll catch you next week in the next video. Bye, guys!